let's make this skull. In order to do that, we are going to be using these simple shapes. So let's begin. To start off with, let's drag out a circle. Hit E to get the ellipse tool and drag a circle out. If you have a stroke set just like me, let's first remove that. You hit Ctrl Shift F to get fill and stroke, and once that's there, you go to stroke paint and hit this X icon to remove paint. After that's done, let's select the circle by hitting S and then set X and Y to 0. Done. You then set the width to be 255, the height to be 250. You can zoom in by hitting Ctrl and the mouse wheel. Okay. After that's done, let's create another circle. Hit E, drag it out. Set the width of this to be 240. Set the height to be 170. Then set the Y value to be 110. Cool. Now let's center these two together. Shift select the other object. Hit Ctrl Shift A to get align and distribute. You can also get it by going to object, align and distribute, and then set this to center on vertical axis. I've set relative to last selected here. Once that's done, let's combine these two together. Select both of them together and by hitting Shift and hit Ctrl plus. Let's create the top jaw. To do that, let's create a rectangle. Hit R, drag the rectangle out. Let's change the color to something else. Then let's hit N to get the node tool, and then sort of make it rounded by dragging out this top node. Set the width to be 165, the height to be 75, and then let's just set the Y value to be 238, and let's center it. Select this object, select the select the two circles, and then go center on vertical axis. Cool. A path. To do that, you hit Ctrl Shift C, and now when you hit N, you can see these nodes, these 4 nodes at the bottom. Shift by hitting Shift, drag out and select all 4 of them. Then select this horizontal arrow, and while hitting Shift, you drag it towards the center. So it's a little bit of a trapezium looking shape. After you do that, you take one, take the other, and then combine the two by hitting Ctrl plus again. Nice. Let's drag out an ellipse. Set the value to be width to be 30 and the height to be 75. Nice. Then let's drag it here. Let's duplicate it by hitting Ctrl D, move it out a bit, then Shift select both of them and hit Ctrl plus again to make this to a single object. Now select the skull shape again. So first select these two circles and then select the skull shape, and let's center it first before anything else. Go to align and distribute again and hit center on vertical axis. So it's now centered. Let's move this down a bit. After that, select the skull shape and hit Ctrl minus. Now hit N to get the nodes, and after that, let's remove these nodes so the edges are a little bit more rounded. While hitting Ctrl and Alt, click the node to remove it. Here too, here as well, and finally here. And now it's a little bit more rounded. You can also click this node again while hitting control to change the node type. Let's make it this node type while hitting control type, so you see this sort of hexagon shape as the node. Do it same for the same other side as well. While hitting control, click it 2 times, and yeah, cool. Once that's done, hit E to make another circle. We are going to make the eye sockets now. Hit I, sorry, after you've dragged out the circle, let's scale it to be correct. Set the width to be 110, the height to be 95, and let's hit the right square bracket to tilt it a little bit. Hit it 2 times, and let's bring it to the side here. Place it so it looks a little bit good here. Okay, Control D to duplicate, move it to the right, and then hit H to flip it horizontally. Select both of them, and then hit Control plus to make them to a single object. Then hit the skull shape, then select the skull shape and center on vertical axis. Select this shape, select the skull shape again, and hit Control minus to remove it. Finally, let's make the nose part. Hit E again to get the ellipse tool, drag it out a little bit. Let's make the shape be like 20 and 50. Again, you can hit the right square bracket to tilt it a bit, then duplicate it by hitting Control D, then hit H to flip it horizontally, move it to the side a bit while hitting Control so it moves horizontally. Select both of those two, hit Control plus plus to make it into a single shape. Now let's move it here while hitting Control, and then while hitting Control let's move it again. Might be too big right now, let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's center it horizontally. Let's center it on the vertical axis. Okay, it's already centered. Now select this, select the skull shape again, and hit Control minus. Cool, that's about it. So make the skull look like it's frowning. To do that, let's drag out a rectangle like this, and then hit N. Move this down so it's rounded now. Then let's move it towards the skull. Shift select the skull after selecting the rectangle, and then align it on the vertical axis. Cool. Now you just move it down or move it up, or like change the size of it till it looks as you want it to, and then select the skull after selecting the rectangle and hit Control plus plus to combine it. So now you have a frowning skull. Cool. Feel free to save this to a playlist for reference later. See you.